you think your child sees themselves 5 years from now? And so that's me talking to a high school senior or to a freshman in college, okay? And are you making the decisions daily that are going to put you in a position to be successful, okay? I think the other thing that's really is extremely important is college is not for everybody. So I don't want everybody to think that, oh, I'm successful if I go to college, okay? There are technical colleges out there that are important and that are going to be needed in the economy of this great nation, okay? I mean, I have some electrical problems at my house. I know nothing at all about electrical, you know? So what do I have to do? I have to call someone to have them come and do that, okay? So God's got a plan for everybody, okay? And you keep searching for it, but it's not revealed to you yet, you know? So you gotta keep hunting. I think the other thing too is the fact that while you are making this search, if you're going into your junior, or if you're in your junior year now, you really ought to take your ACT test. I think they're doing it in, I think there's one, I think it's April 27th, 28th, something like that, okay? So that would be really important. And then also, for all of you, start to kind of think about, okay, what are those 5 schools that I like to visit this summer? Okay, now you're not going to get a full vibrancy of the campus because a lot of people aren't going to be there on the campuses, okay? But you know, if you start out with 5 and then you narrow it down to 3 in this fall, you go and visit those in the fall, then you'll be ready to make your decision, okay? Don't eliminate a school also because you don't think you can afford it, okay? As example, I mean, Benedictine College, I just share with you some, I mean, I've heard it being there for 48 years. I've heard that, oh, we can't afford Benedictine College, okay? We can go cheaper to a public school, okay? So say, well, at least just give us a chance. Just give us a chance and show you what we can do. And many times they're very surprised because, I mean, every kid on our campus gets some sort of financial aid, okay? And average financial aid is around 24,000, okay? Plus, if you live here in the state of Kansas, you'll be able to get Kansas tuition grant. That's about $3,000, and then there's also kind of all sorts of federal money that are available. Okay. The other thing that I share with you is thinking about, okay, what's your major? Okay, what's your major going to be? Okay. Now at Benedictine, you don't have to declare your major until you're junior, so that's going to give you 2 full years to kind of figure it out. But if you're a senior, starting your senior year up to your junior year, you're going to change your mind 7 times. Okay, so a school like Benedictine is going to give you the opportunity to, because you're going to take a little science, you're going to take some math, you're going to take some history, you're going to take some political science, some philosophy, some theology. What we're trying to do is round you as a full individual, and that's going to help you a little bit more. So, you know, what are you looking for? I myself have seen more failure with a kid coming in as a freshman saying, oh, I'm going to be an engineer, or I'm going to be a lawyer. And then they get into those classes and they say, oh my heavens to Betsy, I can't do it. Okay. But you know, on a financial aid basis, giving us an opportunity to see what we can do to help you, I think is going to be. And I'll tell you the other thing too is that at Benedictine College, the kid graduating from our school over a 4-year period of time, the average loan is $29,000. Okay, so if you go out and buy a new car, it'd be more than $29,000. Okay, what you're doing is I'm telling you, for parents and kids, don't be hesitant to take those loans because you're investing in yourself and the payback's going to be great down the road. So, what, you know, if you're interested in, music, art, theater, some people have asked me, well, how would you do that? At Benedict, and if you would go online, you could call Becca if you wanted to, okay, she could put you in contact, or you could just go online and find the department chair for that department and just let them know, because look, you know, I don't even know all these ways, you know, like there's letters, there's phone calls, there's emails, there's Twitter, there's text. I mean, you know, I mean, there's no reason why you should not be able to communicate. And I will tell you this, I think that the program is called WebQuest, okay? And you go on WebQuest and there's some things there, but it'll ask you what's the size of the city that you want to go to college in? How far from home? What are you thinking about major-wise? You know, all those kind of things, okay? And I think the other thing that is important is for you as parents and you as kids, to sit down with your adult, with a significant parent or adult, whatever, to say, hey, I'm looking at these schools. Would you like to join me? Here's what I'm thinking. Okay. Or parents would say to their kid, hey, so gosh, that decision for making a college decision or what we're going to do in the future, holy cow, that's only 18 months away. What are you thinking? You know, share with me what you're thinking. So a parent just asked, what can we do as parents to support their child in college? The biggest thing I will share with you is be a good listener. Okay, because I don't know what this date even is. Is this tomorrow? It's today. Oh, March 16th. Okay, so March 16th. Okay, the kids, the freshmen at Benedictine College, or if they're a new student here at Mar Hill Mount Academy, March 16th is a new day for them. They've never experienced it before. Okay, so the biggest thing that I think that you do, just listen. You know, kids are kind of private. Everybody's got their different relationships with their kids, but if you do too much prying at a college level, you won't get the answer that you think you want. Or you'll get the answer that you want to hear, but maybe not the right one. So I'm just that they asked the question. So at the college level, we offer academic scholarships and then we offer athletic scholarships. What we really focus on is in athletics at our school is academics first, spiritual development, social emotional development, and then athletic development. Okay, we want to build a holistic person and have a balance in each one of those. That's really important for us because look, the deal is you guys might be great athletes. You might have kids that are great athletes, but they are not, this is hard for parents to hear, maybe kids, they are not going to earn a living playing in the league. Okay, they're not going to earn a living playing in the league. Their education is going to take them a greater distance. You know, so at our school, the average ACT score for our 859 student athletes is 24.7 and a 3.6 grade point average. Okay, I've got 859 student athletes. The department GPA is 3.2. Okay, so if they don't hit certain marks academically, they don't play. I mean, Ann is a former student athlete at our school, and I mean, we never worried about her academically, but but she can attest to that, the academics are really high, really, really high.
As an academic All-American.
And I think that's the thing that you want to do. You know, but I'm gonna tell you, I have 3 kids and my kids went to school here, okay? They got a great education here and they prepare them really, really, really well, okay? And that your education is gonna take you a greater distance than anything else. And how you treat other people, obviously, so. No questions? You have any questions? Oh, cow. Okay, so let's see, what else? Well, the other thing too is that if you do have if you, students or you have children and they're kind of up in the air, I left my card here, or you can get a hold of me at the college. My wife works in the Student Success Center, Sheila, and we have she takes care of the kids that don't have, that have not declared a major yet. Okay, so what she will do is that she'll have you come in, take this 12-15-minute inventory, and then it gives you like a 30-page printout, and that'll help you. It's called My Major. Now, I don't know if they do that here at the school, if they do an interest inventory test. They normally do it in your sophomore year.
Not yet. Yeah. I think we're gonna start doing
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And it's the Army has one too that you can do.
Like an aptitude test.
Yeah. And it'll tell you, hey, have you thought about, have you thought about how to say, I still remember mine. Have you thought about banking, real estate, being in business? And I was like, I just can't see myself doing that. I mean, I just couldn't. So, but there's something out there for everyone. And the other thing that I think is really important is find a school that sometimes, this is kind of a crazy thing. As soon as you walk on that campus, as soon as you walk on there, man, oh my gosh, this is it. The other thing, I share this with parents, and I apologize not to offend you, but don't force your kid to do the thing, because I'm telling you, they're 18, they'll do the opposite. And you guys already know that. I'm not telling you anything new, but during my time, I cannot tell you, I literally have probably talked to 50 alums that have been a part of Raven Athletics and say, I want my kid to go to Benedict. I keep telling them that's the best thing. I said, they can't relive the experiences that you had. When you're in college, you guys can create a whole new you. If you go to, I'll just say, let's just say if you go to Northwest Missouri State, okay, there's not gonna be a lot of people up there that don't know you. You could reinvent you. I think that's a cool thing. I think that's a really cool thing when you're going to college. So, it's really important to us that you're educated in a community of faith and scholarship. Okay, it's really important to us, community, faith, and scholarship. And, the Benedictines been doing it for over 1,500 years, and we've been here 163 years. So we feel pretty good about what we're able to offer. But, Benedictine might be good for you guys, but I'm telling you, the reality is it might not be good for you. You got to find a place that's best fit for you and your family's needs. I share the other thing to it is, I'm not telling you how to do it. I'm just telling you how we did it. We sat down with my kids and said, this is how much money your mom and I have saved for you to go to school. If you want to go, I mean, my oldest, my kids had a chance, one, Denver, Duke, Virginia, Notre Dame, Rice. I mean, their mother did a great job with them academically. But they could go anywhere, but 2 of them said no. And one of them, Kelly, the oldest one, she had full rides to some of these schools. No, she said, no, I feel Benedictine is the right place. And my youngest, and Katie was the same way, and my youngest one, Bridget, then she went up to Notre Dame. So, you know, it all pans out. But I think that you need to tell your kid, hey, because when I went to college, it's a long, long time ago, both my mom and dad had to take another job. Okay, and I think it only cost maybe $1,200 to go to Benedictine. Okay, but I think you need to let them, and you as kids need to also say, gosh, I can't break the bank. Because I might have siblings that want to go to college too. You know what I mean? That's important. But in Kansas here, apply for the financial aid and your aid. I bet you would get financial, we get academics, athletics, Kansas, you get Kansas tuition grant. You get all kinds of different programs that will make you available. Tana and probably talk about that in there. There's tons of, and whatever I can do for you, if it's about Benedictine or anything, I'd be more than happy to help you. I'm passionate about watching people grow and achieve great things. And there'll be some struggles, you know, just that's part of life. You know, what I share with you guys is that you guys probably said to your parents, I want to grow up, I want to be a big person, you know, but now you're getting closer. Now you got to make those big person decisions. And that's like a little scary, you know. And one of the persons asked me, how do you support your kid? I still say to you, you have to listen. You know, my good friend Lou Holtz, he said, you know, that's why God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. So what kind of questions do you have?
I have one. If your student has an interest in playing sports, collegiate sports, what is the guidance to kind of, I mean, he's still looking at which colleges he's interested in, but I was just curious what the process was.
Yeah, the process can work 2 ways. The process can work either the coach identifies them by the contacts that they have within the school, okay, or the parent or the student. Normally it's the student that reaches out to the institution and just to let them know that there's an interest in a particular sport. And you know, I would say that it's a combination of both. It's really a combination of both. You know, like and working in admissions. So our goal, I'm just saying, our goal in football is we have to have 70 new students on our team in August. Okay, so right now we have 68 signed. Okay, now we still have 61 letters of intent out there that have already been offered, and then they got to make decisions. Okay, but to get to that number, we started in a funnel with 4,000 names, and then you got to kind of weed those. The coaching staff has to weed those down, and how that is that they watch you play, they watch film. I'm sure you have huddle. Okay, you have you ask the coaches will ask you to come and visit, or you visit with them and let them